fucking know. So if he says it again, I want this to be recorded.
Some folks think if a man's a good shot, he's a good hunter. Ain't so simple.
So I'm broadcasting this to YouTube, and I don't care if people are looking at me like, why you just showing me this and nothing else? It's because, again, watch the beginning of the video, and I will state that, just so you know I'm talking about, he's going to say it, and you need to hear him say it. All the glitches you know in Saint Denis are from me. And otherwise, if I got a hearing problem and my brain is hearing it wrong, then I'm going to have to apologize. But he definitely sounds like glitches.
On a quiet day, you can hear him doing the roaring trade.
Unless he says all the fishes. Better not be saying fishes, dude, and I'm going to sound like an idiot.
Damn.
I remember the old days when Keens was the only bar in town.
Yo, this guy's definitely more talkative than he's ever been. It's... Yeah, and you gotta hold the one in your hand as you sell it, and then
People
you can do it.
And
it might make you switch back and forth between L1 and R1. From your horse carcass to the cell carcass area, so... Come on, guy, where do I know all my glitches from? Say it again, dude.
I know that newsboy kid's got to make some coin, but if he don't shut the hell up, then one day, I swear to God,
Oh my God, he was talking about murdering the newspaper boy. He's like, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna kill him. Yo, what is up with his butcher today, man? He's got some new words.
You know what some of the folk here call me? The surgeon.
God damn.
You like the way that gun feels in your hand?
Yo, but how does... I guess because it's like so duplicated so many times. But how did we get it to sell, just like sell without having to go R1, L1? Did you ever figure that out? You didn't. I did it yesterday. You didn't have to. I think it's when you get a clean first, whatchamacallit, animal carcass without like it being duped from a dupe. You finally works like that. When you do the first duplication of it, it's like, oh, you did a first duplication of it, it's gonna work perfectly. But as you do the multiple duplications of the duplicated animal, it's kind to like slowly fuck up even more.
You know who really runs this town? Ladies of the line. Whew, they got enough dirt to bury.
Yeah, I just went to, oh yeah, no, I think I was in here before. I was the idiot yelling at people that didn't know what the fuck they were doing. It's just annoying. I try to, I'm like, I'll help people, and then I get shot. And it's like, well, if you don't want help, then what the fuck?
Some folks think if a man's a good shot, he's a good hunter. Ain't so simple. You can't find him, you can't shoot him. Best track ride for new.
Yeah, well, there's people that like. Here's the way you got to look at it as. There's people out there who don't know Jay Stone for a hole in the wall, won't know anything about glitching from a hole in the wall, and then there's people out there who just don't like it. Like, they're probably the people who like never had a Nintendo magazine in their entire life and never hit left right ABX to get that extra character. Like, they're the people who never did that type of shit, probably never want to ever in their entire life. Yeah, well, he has a choice. Don't impose that on other people. No, but like I was watching Jay Stone's feed last night, and they were like,
All them fancy butchers
oh,
and sand
you
veneers,
know, I
half
don't
of
like
them
you
learned
doing
all
this.
they
And then
know
one of
from
my
yours
boys had
truly.
one.
No
One of my boys
word
had
of a
one. He
lie.
got reported from to PlayStation for showing glitches, and they stopped his feed on YouTube or whatever because of because they were saying it was like a breach of contract for doing things that weren't supposed to do or something. And people are like, oh, if you keep doing this, I'm going to keep reporting you because this is not supposed to be done like this. Like, I hate how people will bitch and moan about like the prices of the animals and everything going on, but at the same point, when somebody does something to like get their money back for like, you know, Rockstar fucking them over to begin with, they're gonna bitch about, oh, you're doing it the wrong way. Like, even though Rockstar fucked you over, just deal with it. Like, what the fuck? Bullshit. They could easily do them. I'm doing it right now.
Another bath at the hotel. That girl gets in all the nooks
Oh,
and
my
crannies.
cougar stopped selling. Oh, there it goes again. Oh, man. I thought it almost stopped selling for a second. Well, I would easily say I would do it for you, but there's so many cougars out there, it would screw me up with doing it. Other than that, I see.
So apparently Dr. Calloway is related to Calloway the gunslinger. Cousins.
Well, did you buy a lot of stuff? What I would suggest is spend that money before if they do decide to ban people. Because here's the thing: is I watched a video yesterday, and it was a legit video, and it wasn't a guy fucking around with people. There actually was a ban notice coming up, and it wasn't wasn't one that he created. He actually said that somebody, or I don't know how he got it, but it was a ban that says you will be banned to June 28th. And then he stated that if you get banned after June 28th for a second time, they will permanently ban your account.
Appetite's a funny thing, ain't it?
I just wish we could saw like multiples at once.
Some folks think if a man's a good shot, he's a good hunter.
But if you take a cougar, right, run around your horse and place it on it and see if it comes up as 2, but it won't stay 2 as long on your. It was doing it last night, so I don't know if it's going to do it again, but it was coming up 2 in your horse cargo, and I was like wondering if that has anything to do with anything. At least for me, it was saying 2 all the time, and I was like, that's so odd. Yeah, but it was saying 2, but it would disappear. It would say 2 in the horse cargo, and then you would go back to look at your horse cargo, and after a few moments it would disappear. And I was trying to wonder what it was doing. It wasn't even like stowing, unstowing type of thing. It was literally just putting it or going around like for a second and then putting it on your horse. And I was like, this is so odd. It's actually like 2 on your horse, but like it would just stop doing it 2. And I'm wondering if there's a way to keep it at 2 and sell 2 at a time. And that's what I was trying to figure out to glitch out.
Some folks think of a man's
because there was no way for me to get into the butcher as it's saying to, because anything else you did.
You can't find them, you can't shoot them. Best tracker I knew could trail a butterfly across an ice sheet.
Did you know how you did that? Yeah. Yeah, when I watched Jay Stone's video, he was coming up with like 3 at points I was doing 2. Yeah, it was kind of like an odd mess up in the glitch, but yeah, we gotta up this glitch a little bit. We gotta figure out a way to make it like duplicate them, and if we could do that, we'd be even more in the money, and we'd be knowing something that other people don't know. So I don't know how
that newsboy kid's got to make some coin. But if
it's not knowing enough about the game. It's knowing that there's things you could do to like trip it out. Like he hit the online options, and what it was doing is it was melding two things together at once. What you want to figure out is basically, this is the way I describe everything in this game. It's going to sound a little fucked up the way I describe it, but I apologize. But you got to it's almost like being like a tranny, like melding male and female together, and that's what you want to do in this game. You want to meld a lot of like
I used
pieces
to have them
together,
installed right on
like
the main
one
street
part
there.
this and one part
This was
that,
still a
almost
small
being
town
like
in those
a
days.
alchemist, where you're making like a potion, and you want to meld two pieces of the game together. So let's say she melded the story mode with the stable, and that's what was causing a glitch. You know, like there was a solo lobby where you meld gun rush and free roam, and that's what you're trying to do, is take different pieces. Like when you're loading into something, you want it to like have it where you can load out, or you want the game to like,
People have been
you
talking
know, there
about
was like a
curses
glitch
for
where you could go into like, let's say
Some Indians
Netflix,
put it on.
and it would freeze the game out, and it would cause a glitch. Like you want it to like have a time sensitive piece of like something done, where in that moment you're doing something, you're pushing to do something else at that exact moment, like joining a friend, joining gun rush, joining a story mode. I played, but I never really played the online. No, I never got into it.
I remember the old days when Keenes was the only bar in town.
Yeah.
Last week, a boy of no more than 8 tried to stick me up with his daddy's gun. Hit him square, topside joint. Ain't seen him since.
Yeah, there was a glitch. I forgot. I so many glitches. My brain is like farting out from it all. But there was a glitch where you would get XP for your cards to upgrade. You would get gold, and you would get money, and it was all from like doing like
You
a
know what
gun
goes
rush
on
or
in this
something like
hotel
that.
behind me?
And you would walk
On a
up,
quiet day?
and
You can
oh
hear
man, I
it
can't
in
remember it.
your
You would have to
breath.
hit. Oh, it was yeah, it was the yeah, you would have to hit the back and forth thing. What it was is the thing in online options. What is it called? You would go back and forth with it, and then do it, and then you would get everything for it. So yeah, it's fine tuning it. What I'm waiting for, if this gets patched, what I want to figure out is a poker
I ain't
glitch.
one
But I'm
to
surprised no
judge,
one's
but
come up
some
with one
fellas
yet.
in this town, they pay well for rough justice, if you catch my drift.
A poker glitch. Because what I'm thinking is that there could be a pot, and what I'm thinking is to glitch it out where you can collect the pot and keep continuously collecting the pot. But I don't know if there's ever going to be a way to do that. Because I've tried many things. I've tried almost everything I could possibly think of to try to glitch out
I
poker,
don't sell them
and
myself,
nothing will
but
work.
you can get calls to help you lure game in. Bit of bait goes a long way, too.
Or
Gun
if we
hunter
found a
uses
way
all
to
the
glitch
tools you
it where
can.
you could like put in like, you know, when you bet with friends, if you could make it so that you could bet like more than $5 a piece, and then have a person like win it and then redo the glitch again, so somebody else could do it. So let's say if we could get it to glitch where like everybody glitches it out, so we all put in like, it keeps glitching like 5 5 5 5 5.
All
If we
them
could get it
fancy
to do
butchers
that,
and sand
you
Denise,
know, glitch that
half of 'em
out,
learned
which would
all
be a
they know
probably
from
hard
yours truly.
process. I don't think it could be
No
done,
word
but
of a
that
lie.
would be pretty neat. You know, build the pot up to like an extreme amount and then collect the pot.
You know what some of the folk here call me? The surgeon.
Bet you I missed his glitch thing. You gonna tell me again? Come on.
Best hunters don't go in strong, they go in quiet. Cleanest kills, the one you never knew was there. Some folks think if a man's a good shot, he's a good hunter. Ain't so simple. You can't find him, you can't shoot him. Best tracker I ever knew could trail a butterfly across an ice sheet. All them fancy butchers in Saint Denis, half of them learned all they know from yours truly. No word of a lie.
Butcher. Now he's dark. He said glitchers.
You know who really runs this town? Ladies of the line. Whew, they got enough dirt to bury you.
Yo, Butcher, you're making me sound like an idiot. You definitely said it. That's my brain was not working right.
I used to have my stall right on the main street there. This was still a small town in those days.
It's too bad I can't glitch out a treasure map. Because like I feel like what I would want to happen is like get a treasure map, open it up, right? As soon as you're gonna grab your treasure, right? Glitch it out so like the game freezes out, and then like you know how you went to Netflix, and then like have it so that like you come back and the treasure's still there. Like you pick it up and it's still there. Go to the IN, like I said, in Great Plains, right there. Go up on the hill. Yeah, you go to the hill area. There's like an overlook, almost like where it looks like it's a dangling peninsula hill, and you got to look at the building that has that windmill type looking thing, and you want to be facing it. Yeah, you put down some. Make sure you have some predator bait. If not, buy a little bit. Buy a couple of them, and then place some predator bait down, like anywhere between 1 to 3 of them. Place them on the ground, and then you make it 2 to spawn up.
You know,
yo, like I said, add me a friend request, RaveMan-PLUR's, like if you want. That way we can like if I miss you,
That's a funny thing, ain't it?
Thank you very much.
People have been talking about a curse here for years. Some reckon the Indians put it on us.
Yo, dude, you still here? Alright, cool. Alright, no, I just wanted to make sure, because, like, I have someone to talk to, so... Alright, so let's, cool, where are you from, dude? Oh, shit! Alright, well, I'm gonna tell you where I'm from, and then I'm gonna tell you something. I'm originally from New York, and then,
the bait goes a long way too.
I moved to Minnesota about 2 years ago, which I don't think I'm staying here, but where in South Carolina are you from? You're from Charleston, holy fuck. There's a town near Somerville, I can't think of the name of it, my fiance. Alright, I'm thinking of moving to Somerville. Because I have family that's right nearby.
Best hunters don't go in strong, they go in quiet. Cleanest kills, the one you never knew was there.
What's your... Yeah. What's rent like right now?
I don't sell them myself, but you can get calls to help you lure game in. Bit of bait goes a long way, too. A good hunter uses all the tools he can.
Thanks a lot.
Man.
Best hunters
Because,
don't go in strong. They get in quiet. Cleanest kills, the one you never knew
it's not
was
bad,
there.
but it's cold, right? Retarded. I'm paying like, well, right, I was paying like 12 something, but now they're telling me they're raising it because I have to stay here for like another like 11 months or something, so I can figure out my situation. But I'm gonna be ending up paying like $1,319 for a one-bedroom apartment.
You know what some of the folk here
Yeah.
call me? The Surge.
It's definitely pretty bad. Yo, what's a town near Somerville? I'm trying to think. Somethingville. It's Somethingville, and where my aunt lives, and I can't think of it right now. Ridgeville, yeah, Ridgeville. Yep. Ridgeville. Out in
Last week, a boy of no more than 8 tried to stick me up with his daddy's gun. Hit him square with a topside joint. Ain't seen him since.
Yeah. What?
So, apparently Dr. Calloway is related to Calloway the gunslinger.
Yeah,
Cousins
I
or
also
something.
got a friend that lives in by Myrtle Beach, so I'm gonna be doing a visit over there too. Is it really that? It's, well, whatever. I'm gonna get a friend anyway. So no, yeah, I
Fancy
know.
butchers in Saint Denis, half of them learned
Yeah.
all they know from yours truly. No word of a lie.
All right, I'll. Yeah, that'd be good connections.
I remember the old days when Keens was the only bar in town.
Yeah, yeah. I have a lot of family. I have two, sets of like aunts and uncles. Two of them like moved down there, and then my aunt's sister moved down there, and then my fiance's cousin lives down there, and two of her friends live down that area. So like, it's so many people that are living down there, you know. But
I know that newsboy kid's got to make some coin. But if he don't shut the hell up, then one day, I swear to God.
oh shit, yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, I used to have. I've been there when I was little, so like I couldn't experience it the way I should experience it. But like
I used to have my stall right on the main street.
Germany,
Still a small town in those days.
yeah. No. Yeah, man. Well, I gotta move out of here because we moved for like my fiance's brother, and like he was like, yeah, come out
You
here.
know
It'll
what
be
some
better
of the
for you
folks here
guys. It'll
call
be
me?
cheaper or whatever. And
Sir.
like we were like, okay, we'll come out here. And then his wife like flipped out, and they were originally living in Wisconsin. He was doing a job here for like the airport, and she's like, I want to go back to Wisconsin. I hate it here. I hate it here. There's like nothing for me here. I hate it here. Then she was bitching about all like the Somalian population, which I'm not gonna hate on any population, but she was bitching and moaning about shit and didn't like this stuff and that's what it was. she didn't like, and they ended up moving
I
back to
don't sell them
Wisconsin,
myself,
4.5
but
hours away, and
you
he
can get
got free
calls to
flights
help
back
you
and
lure
forth.
game.
So he's working over here
Good
at
bait goes
MSP
a long way,
Airport,
too.
and he's flying back
Good
and
hunter
forth.
uses
Well,
all the
and
tools he can.
thing was is that we were like, they were 4.5 hours away, but he had a job offer for Atlanta, and he originally told me, he's like, do you want to move towards Atlanta? And then like his wife made him like stop taking the job offer. This is the last time I take the job offer, and he's like, if I don't take the job offer,
You know what goes on in this hotel behind me? On a quiet day, you can hear them doing a roaring trade.
oh, sorry, I break out sometimes. Can you hear me better now? Yeah, I do that sometimes. Let me know if I do that. But yeah, he was like all about like, you know, the better pay and all that type of shit. And then he's like now moving back to down to Georgia, and like they were supposed to move next year, and literally like
really
almost like
runs
2
this
weeks
town?
ago,
Ladies of the
we
line.
get like
Whew.
like my
Nothing
fiance's
dirt
talking
compared.
to her sister-in-law, and they're like, we're moving in July. And I'm like, we're all here by ourselves. We have a couple friends out here that we met, but aside from that, me and her are directly by ourselves, and we have no family. So we moved to a state and have nothing. And basically, we either have family in New York, which is like really expensive to live there, or we have all the family in South Carolina. And she has family in Florida. We're gonna
All
have
them
family in
fancy
Georgia.
butchers
I
and
have family in
San
North
Benito,
Carolina.
half
And
of them
it's like
learned
at this
all they
point in
know from
time,
yours truly.
it's like it's
No
either I'm
word of a lie.
Carolina, which is in yeah. No.
I ain't one to judge, but some fellas in this town, they pay well for rough justice, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I need to figure out like I'm going down there for a visit in July. I'm flying out July 3rd, I think 18th if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna be down there for a little while, for the 4th of July. I'm
I know
not
that
sure
newsboy
yet
kid's
because they
gotta
said
make some
that there's like a
coin,
new
but if he don't shut the
Volvo
hell
plant
up,
out
then
there
one
and
day,
stuff.
I
I'm gonna
swear
check
to
out. Oh shit. Yeah, man. My name's Jason, by the way. Michael.
best hunters don't go in.
I'm gonna
They
ask
go
the next
quiet.
question. I'm 32. How
Cleanest
old are
kill's
you?
the one you never knew was there.
Oh shit. My fiance's 24, so she's closer to your age. I don't really date them young. I date them if they match my personality and shit. Fuck, my parents were like 10 years of my dad, my dad and my stepmom were 10 years apart or some shit. So like it really doesn't matter as long as it
You know what
works
some
out,
of the
you know?
folk here call me? The surgeon.
Yeah, my fiance is so mature, you would think that she's like in her 30s or older than me sometimes. Yeah, well, I could say the exception for myself. I didn't carry myself very maturely until I got a little bit older. And still I act like a child.
I don't sell them myself, but you can get calls to help you lure game in. Bit of bait goes a long way, too. Good
Well,
hunter uses all
when
the
you have
tools
to
he
pay
can.
rent, yeah. When you pay rent, that's the thing that'll set you straight.
You know,
Well,
whenever
do you
they
have a
hang a
roommate
man
or
just
whatever,
down the
or are
way
you doing
there,
it by
trade
yourself?
really picks up. Appetite's a funny thing, ain't it?
What were you renting it?
You know what goes on in this hotel behind me? On a quiet day, you can hear them doing a roaring trade.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, well, you know, hopefully it'll work out the way it needed to work out, and it won't, like, you know, because, like, everything's, it doesn't matter unless you want to live, like, bumblefuck,
You
like,
know who
Arkansas
really
or
runs
some
this
type of
town?
Mississippi type
Ladies of
place.
the line.
Everything else
Ooh,
is going up in price
and nothing dirt
ridiculously.
to bear.
You know, like, New York itself, it's basically almost like $1,500, like $2,000 for like an apartment. And then if you get like some apartments where it's like a basement, I know somebody out there who's paying on Long Island, he's paying almost
Some folks think that a
$1,200,
man's a good
and he's
shot,
working
he's a good
70
hunter.
hours a week,
Ain't so
and
simple.
he's in a
You
basement
can't
of his
find 'em, you
ex-girlfriend
can't shoot 'em.
because they
Best
a
track rider for
problem,
new could
and
trail
he
a
had a place
butterfly
to, he
across
needed
an
a place to
ocean.
stay, so they offered him the basement, and he's got like, and it's literally so small, dude. It's like the size of like, if you would take like a normal living room, like it's almost like a living room and a half. He's got like the bedroom, which you can like
People be
kind of
talking
like, it's
about
kind of
Percy
small.
for
He's got like the
years.
small ass living room,
And
which is
the
like
Indians put
nothing,
it on him.
and he's got like a small kitchen in there, and it's like terrible. Yeah, and he pays 1,200. The 540, right? How do you get in like 7,000? Is it like, do you have to hit
I
L1,
don't
R1
sell 'em
and go
myself,
back and
but
forth?
you can get calls to help you lure game in. Bit of bait goes a long
How
way
did you
too.
get it just to tap X
A
back
good
and
hunter
forth like that?
uses
How'd
all
you
the
get so
tools he
lucky?
can.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Why won't my horse show up? Yeah. Oh shit, hold on. Did somebody send me a posse invite? Oh yeah, don't take it, cause it might screw you up. I came out of the cell, I wanted to see something, but this, what's up?
Welcome back. Something slip your mind before?
Yeah.
Shit on the table!
You know, whenever they hang a man just down the way there, trade really picks up. Appetite's a funny thing, ain't it?
What the fuck? That's because you got your ass beat? Maybe that was karma. Wait. Let me ask you a question. What was the fight?
Best hunters don't go in strong. They
What
go in
was
quiet.
the fight for?
Cleanest kills, the one you never knew was there. All them fancy butchers in Saint Denis, half of them learned all they know from yours truly. No word of a lie.
Yeah.
You know what goes on in this hotel behind me? On a quiet day, you can hear them doing a roaring trade.
No, you should have done what they did. You should have done what they did in Friday, man. You should have taken a brick, took his head, and then been like, Debo, that's my chain. Debo, that's my shirt.
You know, whenever they hang a man just down the way there, it really picks up. Appetite's a funny thing, ain't it?
I'm surprised no one called the police.
You know what goes on in this hotel behind me?
Yeah, but none of your buddies did. Like their friend didn't call the
You can hear
police.
'em doing a roaring trade.
Do you think the guy was on meth? Well, you said he drove up on the property like randomly weird.
I don't sell them myself, but you can get calls to help you lure game in. Bit of bait goes a long way too. A good hunter uses all the tools.
Well, you want to. The reason why you want to press charges is because if you press charges before him, you know that guy could say that you did something to him, and then also if you get something where you have to go to the doctor for because you get really fucked up, like you're lucky you didn't get a concussion.
I ain't one to judge, but some fellas in this town, they pay well for rough justice, if you catch my drift.
Well, how did you pull a muscle in your groin if you're able to fuck that girl? After fucking her? I stretched it. I stretched it out as it was.
I know that newsboy kid's got to make some coin, but if he don't shut the hell up, then one day, I swear to God.
That's hilarious.
Oh, Lord.
Oh shit. Yo, give me 2 hot seconds. I'm gonna grab myself some water, and
I remember the old days when Keens
I'm
was
gonna
the
put
only
something in the
darn town.
microwave real quick. But yo, my Cougars are selling for $270, but they're selling at two at a piece, so they're selling at $540 for 2 of them, and they're selling 2 at a time. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll be right back.
You know what some of the folk here call me? The surgeon. Last week, a boy of no more than 8 tried to stick me up with his daddy's gun. Hit him square with a topside joint. Ain't seen him since. Some folks think if a man's a good shot, he's a good hunter. Ain't so simple. You can't find him, you can't shoot him. Best tracker I ever knew could trail a butterfly across an ice sheet. All them fancy butchers in Saint Denis, half of them learned all they know from yours truly. No word. People have been talking about a curse here for years. Some reckon the Indians put it on us. Best hunters don't go in strong, they go in quiet. Cleanest kills, the one you never knew was there. You know what some of the folk here call me?
Get moving, will
The surgeon.
Christ alive.
You know who really runs this town? Ladies of the line. Whew, they got enough dirt to bury a man.
Unbelievable.
I'm saving up for another bath at the hotel. That girl gets in all the nooks and crannies. All them fancy butchers in Saint Denis, half of them learned all they know from yours truly. No word of a lie. So, apparently Dr. Calloway is related to Calloway the gunslinger. Cousins or something. I know that newsboy kid's got to make some coin, but if he don't shut the hell up, then one day, I swear to God, gee. People have been talking about a curse here for years. Some reckon the Indians put it on us. Some folks think if a man's a good shot, he's a good hunter. Ain't so simple. You can't find him, you can't shoot him. Best tracker I ever knew could trail a butterfly across an ice sheet. I don't sell them myself, but you can get calls to help you lure game in. Bit of bait goes a long way, too. Good hunter uses all the tools he can. I used to have my stall right on the main street there. This was still a small town in those days. Last week, a boy of no more than 8 tried to stick me up with his daddy's gun. Hit him square with a topside joint. Ain't seen him since. You know what goes on in this hotel behind me? On a quiet day, you can hear them doing a roaring trade. I remember the old days when Keens was the only bar in town. So apparently Dr. Calloway is related to Calloway the gunslinger. Cousins or something. You know what some of the folk here call me? The surgeon. You know, whenever they hang a man just down the way there, trade really picks up. Appetite's a funny thing, ain't it? You know who really runs this town? Ladies of the line. Whew, they got enough dirt to bury a man. All them fancy butchers in Saint Denis, half of them learned all they know from yours truly. No word of a lie. I used to have my stall right on the main street there. This was still a small town in those days. Some folks think if a man's a good shot, he's a good hunter. Ain't so simple. You can't find him, you can't shoot him. Best tracker I ever knew could trail a butterfly across an ice sheet. You know what goes on in this hotel behind me? On a quiet day, you can hear them doing a roaring trade.
Alright, I'm back. That's good. Sorry, I had to do some dishes. Shit. Then I gotta get off probably around
I'm saving up for
1 or
another
a little
bath at the
after 1.
hotel.
I gotta shower and pick up my
That
fiance
girl
from
gets in
work.
all the nooks and crannies.
Oh shit. Oh, he's back. Alright, now when you do the 3-star, you do not want to glitch them outside. You want to make them sure they drop inside. Because my friend did it, and when he did it, he was able to pick up both inside. And they were both perfect. Because he did it, he got off the horse, put his horse in, and then the horse would drop him inside. Like, you don't walk in and make the horse drop it outside.
I know that newsboy kid's got to make some coin, but if he don't shut the hell up...
That's a girl over a word, man.
I swear to God. Gee.
Like, I didn't hear from her forever, and then she came back with them. Dude, you're a single dude. That's a woman you should go after. Find a woman like that, and you'll be set for life. That girl. That girl.
You know what some
the
of
girl
the
that's
folk here
doing the
call
glitching
me?
for us.
The surgeon.
Yeah, they really are. I saw a thing on it. Do you know anybody who actually got banned? Oh, for real?
Best hunters don't go in strong, they go in quiet. Cleanest kills, the one you never knew was there.